Hi, everyone, and welcome to day 23 of the Hope Project. We have the lucky 7 more days to go, so hopefully they're going to be lucky for you as they are for me to get to share this message with you. So today we're going to talk about, well, kind of all about you. Well, at least the letter U, right? And I think that the letter U applies to all of us, not only because of what word it can imply, but also because of the word unique. We all are unique in our own ways. And sometimes I think that word can become a very negative connotation. And so today we're going to talk about the letter U, about you being unique and grasping that concept with how wonderful it really could be. I mean, when you look at me right now, you might notice that, first of all, I'm speaking on a video where nobody's talking back to me, and I laugh. That's kind of unique about me. I giggle at my own jokes. If you're a person who knows me, you're probably rolling your eyes right now and saying, yeah, that's her. That's a unique thing about me that, well, it's probably not going to change. Also, finding out what things are unique that you love. Like, I love having something like this around my neck kind of all day. And people would look at me and say, oh, that looks weird, or they might judge or make negative connotations about the uniqueness of this style or this color or how you wear it. But it's what makes you comfortable, and that's how you get to be unique. A funny thing about unique is something we've experienced since we were probably young. And it may be something, if you are still in school, you are still experiencing, or even as adults, we get pushed into this social norm, is what we call it, to where we lose our uniqueness. But that is what makes you so darn valuable, is that uniqueness that you bring to the table. So in high school, or when we were in school, I remember trying to dress just like everybody else, or what was in style at that time, or that social media said was in style. And I would try to have all these friends, and I've always been a person that gets along with just about everybody, just from my extrovert personality. But an interesting thing that I remember about me was that I got along with everybody, but I didn't have a lot of close friends. And I used to think that that was a negative. And I think I've come to find out that that's a uniqueness, because those close friends that we do have are ones that I'm very invested in and committed to, and it's reciprocal. That is a uniqueness that I used to think was a weakness, but it's really not. And I think the more we focus on analyzing, is maybe our uniqueness that we see as a weakness a clear strength to who we are. That's part of my extrovert and being an individual. And I am a person who highly values the individualism, because I can't say the word, that each of us entail. And so I was equipped and made and created to be a person just like that, as are you, in your uniqueness and the certain characteristics that you carry. My husband's a real chill, laid back, approachable person, but kind of reserved. That's a uniqueness that was meant just for him to do what he does with those that he works with. So I think a process of really understanding this is understanding what uniqueness is and how it applies to you and how special and awesome you are. So as we think about the Hope Project and unique, it's really identifying what makes you special, or some people will say it's unusual as if that's a bad word. I don't think it is. Just like the umbrella there, that it's not unusual to those who are under the umbrella. That's created to be with that uniqueness that you have and are meant to create and make. Your uniqueness may not be the social norm, but that's okay. Having been an advocate for child welfare and foster care, I know a lot of foster parents who taking care of kids from hard places is definitely not unique, but it takes, is unique, but it takes a unique person to do that and meet those unique needs of those kids. It's also finding out maybe your uniqueness, and I think it's probably your personal strength. That's what's going to help you become resilient and excel in the gifts you were given to do your awesomeness. That's what your uniqueness is there for. and it really becomes a characteristic of who we are. I think in my little girl that's 2 years old and our son who's 7, we can see the uniqueness of them and draw that as a strength and a characteristic that we wouldn't change a thing about that. We have to teach them to equip that in a healthy way. And we as adults need to role model that. Being only one of its kind is what uniqueness is. And it's being able to excel at being only one of you. Whatever your name is, no matter if somebody else has the same name, you are unique to that version of who you are. And we are so grateful and so blessed to have that you. So as you're discovering your uniqueness and really pulling from your life and your story what that uniqueness is, not only for you, but for others, I want you to think and reflect on what's been unique about you throughout the years. What's been a cool characteristic about you throughout the years? So one of the things that I love to do in working with people is I'm not a germaphobe at all. I used to grow up by a creek and I would have leeches up and down my legs. I would fry worms. I would eat grasshoppers. I mean, just things like that was my day in and day out. That's a unique characteristic that I can have that others who maybe have immune deficiencies or grew up in a hypervigilant home of medical needs would not be able to provide that. So think about what's been unique for you and about you throughout the years that created who you are. And I really want you to kind of journal about what you and others have noted as unique about what is both positive and negative connotations about you. So either or both, put those in there and really journal and reflect and think about that. And then of those things that you journal, choose one thing that's unique that you want to enhance and make a plan to enhance that part of you just one time a week. It could be something that you enjoy to do. It could be creating new recipes. It could be in the fine arts side. It could be whatever is unique about you. If you're a giver, if you're a singer, if you're whatever. I mean, like for me, I'm going to continue doing this video every day, and that's a unique thing about me. So I want you to find something that you have that's unique and that you are gifted for, because you are valuable. And as I say every day of this project, which is so true, you are important, and what you have equipped to you makes you unique and makes all of us so very, very blessed. So enjoy your journey in finding your uniqueness, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day.